Hello, Internet, and welcome to the premiere episode of The Forgotten here on Game Nights. I am your host and your dungeon master, Savvy, and we're here to play Dungeons and Dragons, which we haven't done, I feel like, in a million years. It's been a little bit. This is an idea that we came up with late one night on Friday after Neon Souls, when everybody kind of said, I miss playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I have all of these characters that never got to tell their stories, or the campaign got canceled, or I was a guest that one time and I really want to play them again. And so we're taking all those characters and we're putting them into their own adventure for fun. And I am going to let those fine players of said characters introduce themselves here in just a second. But first, let me tell you a little bit about what we do here on this channel. We play games. That's really it. I don't know why I think it's going to take a long explanation every time. You can find our regular streaming schedule here on Game Nights. If you're live with us on Twitch, down below our faces on our drop page. You can also find it pinned to our Twitter. You can also find it pinned to our Discord. Chat is already going off about some of the familiar faces that they may have seen on this channel once or twice before, which I love. Yeah, our stuff is all over social media. You can find it. I'm in the process of updating the schedules as we speak. So those are there. You can also check out our YouTube and things like that. Yeah, there's some other stuff I'm going to say about the game, but I'm going to let these folks introduce themselves and their characters to you first. So let's do that. Let's start with Sid.
Yay! Hello, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, generally talking about this channel and all the fun stuff I do on it, because right now I am a GGK exclusive. Woot! I am here on Mondays now, yay. Thursdays running Good Society, Fridays for Neon Souls, every other Saturday for Star Power, and Sundays for Basin. Yeah, it's good times. I'm so excited that G remembers this character. That was surprising. Yes, I am playing Marta, who may be familiar from this channel on Tidefall. Marta is lovely, amazing, and a Fearbulk warlock.
Excellent. Next up, Morgan.
Hello, I'm Morgan, also known as Magic Matrix on the internet. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, and I do cosplay stuff. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And now I'm on GGK on Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays, which is a lot more than I started with. And so that's fun. But tonight I'm playing Aurelio Carlin, who is a half-elf druid.
All right. Next up, Sam.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sam. You can also find me everywhere on the internet as Smackaroni. This is a lot of S's for having T. I am also currently a GGK exclusive, now here on Mondays and Fridays, playing here The Forgotten, playing this man who I'll tell you about in a second, and on Fridays playing Neon Souls. Tonight I'm going to be playing a tiefling bard named Gladness. He's really cool, and you'll learn more about him later. I probably don't know if I was supposed to introduce myself yet. It's fine.
Perfect. And last but certainly not least, Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val, the Kraken's Crown, on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Mondays now, playing and running games. I run 3 games on this channel. On Fridays, I run a game called Neon Souls, who all of these people are here. And now that I've had to deal with them as a DM, or a GM for like a year now, and now I get to traumatize them as a player, which will be fun, and bring my little chaos gremlin here. And speaking of which, tonight I'm going to be playing Pod, who is a kobold soul knife rogue.
That's our cast of characters. And I'm your dungeon master. Yeah, we're here to have some fun and play some Dungeons and Dragons and goof around for both your entertainment and ours. A couple of things before we get started with the game. You can check out our store. Stream Elements and me were talking in chat at the same time, so it didn't put up the link that I wanted. Be that way. We have a couple of different stores that you can access through Stream Elements. One of them is our merch store, which Sid is very casually showing off one of the mugs you can get. It says "Bye Flying Ready to Die," and boy, if that's not good for this group, I don't know what is. Yep, you can get all kinds of stuff in there: t-shirts, tank tops, mugs, phone cases, and they say cool stuff like "Bye Flying Ready to Die" and "Roll for Smut" and the great Gubba Bumps shrimp company hallucinogenic shrimp logo and things. We also have a great, wonderful stream store where you can spend the XP that you get while watching this channel. Because we're back to playing Dungeons and Dragons, we have several things in there that you can redeem for our lovely players. We've got I can't remember what I called the one now, but we've got healing options, we've got refresh options to help people get back spell slots and things like that. We've got the ever popular, always an option for our streams, name an NPC. Yes, we're doing a module. No, I don't care. Name NPCs. I'll put them in. I'll change people's names. I don't give a fuck. Fight me, Wizards of the Coast. This is my stream.
You're playing a very dangerous game. You remember what happened to Princess of the Apocalypse.
Boy, do I. And there's other stuff in there as well, so check that out. We've got a couple of chat commands for that. A thing I'm going to say up front and then not say again, but because I'm the DM and I'm the one that's supposed to say this stuff. I put the no backseating tag on this stream, and I did that for a reason. Please don't go up in the chat and all over my Twitter telling me how I'm running D&D wrong. I know already. I'm not gonna sit here and look up a bunch of rules of things. Please don't backseat our game. We're just doing this to have fun. I don't really care to sit here and look up rules and things like that. What I usually do is make a call in the moment and look up the rule later when I don't have to bore everybody with my sitting here looking up the rule. So don't backseat my game. Be nice. Thanks in advance. What I do want to do before we get started with our little story here is I forgot to tell everybody that during character creation, you may roll for a trinket on the trinkets table. So we're gonna do that live on air right now. So let's go around because I think these are just hysterical and somebody always rolls something weird, and usually we end up with 3 jugs of griffin grease or something. So I'm gonna just have everybody roll a D100. I am letting my players decide whether they want to use Roll20 or real dice or a combination of both, because we all love our shiny math rocks, so whatever you guys want to do for that is fine. If you end up with the same trinket, guess you just have connected backstories somehow. We'll figure it out. Who wants to go? Who wants to know first? Who figured out how D100s work on real dice? I saw Morgan's hand first. Good job, everybody. We're doing it. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You're doing it, Peter.
Morgan, what number you got?
I got 88.
88. Let me scroll way down here. 88 is, oh, you're going to hate this, a book that tells the story of a legendary hero's rise and fall with the last chapter missing.
Oh no.
I know why that's funny.
Targeted.
That's painful.
That's
painful. Not fair.
Guess you have a new quest.
Theo gotta finish that damn book.
I will post these in the Roll20 chat too. Who wants to go? I think, Sid, I saw your hand next, probably.
I got 54.
54. A candle that can't be lit.
Excellent.
So you can't even read this book that doesn't have the last chapter because
we
you
can't
can't see because your
fucking light the
candle don't
candle.
work. Same.
I got a natural 20.
Hell yeah, I bet it's something awesome. No, it's not.
No.
A glass jar containing a weird bit of flesh floating in pickling fluid.
Ugh.
Why do you have that?
I don't know. We'll find out.
We bet we will. Val?
29.
A pair of old socks.
Amazing.
So those came straight off the table from the Player's Handbook. Some
I
of
can't
them
wait
are...
to see what kind of adventures I can get into with this pair of old socks.
Some of them are more creative than others, I would say. Wizards?
Oh my
You guys run out of ideas? A pair of old socks? Not even just a
Wow.
pair, not even a pair of new socks?
Or a pair of socks with a hole in them, or...
Old. Pair of socks on the soles of which are written the last chapter of this hero's journey. All right. So let us begin. We'll do a little bit of character introduction. Nothing super intense because I didn't really warn you guys we were going to do this. But so my understanding of the timeline here before we get into this adventure is Gladness and Leo have known each other for a very long time. And have been traveling together. How long have the two of them been on the road?
A few months.
A few months.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say like
6 to 9, I would say, probably.
I was gonna say like 3 to 6.
Well, fine.
6 months.
6 months then.
All right. So 6 months for Leo and Gladness. You guys have you all have backstory hooks that give you reasons for currently traveling to the town you're currently traveling to. A little while after you started traveling, the two of you picked up Pod. How long ago was that? I assume Pod was trying to steal something from you, and you adopted him instead.
How long ago was that?
Oh god.
If y'all said 3 to 6 months that the two of you have been together, maybe like a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
a few weeks, a month.
Month.
One month for Pod. And then Marta, it is my understanding, just blew into town like last week. Like a few days ago. She has shown up and sort of inserted herself into the group a little bit.
Y'all going that way? Can I come?
All right, so that is good information for me. I'm never gonna.
I have to
look at.
really spend the next few
Probably.
minutes thinking about how Pod's going to respond to Marta.
Oh no.
Well, great. What I actually want to do right now is a little team building exercise. And by team building exercise, I mean we're gonna do a little camp scene on the way
Doing
to
icebreakers.
the town. Yeah, we're just yes. 2 truths and a lie. A bad icebreaker. Don't do that at your job or at school. It's bad. It doesn't work out. No, I just want to do a little prelude, a little sort of intro scene. I just kind of want to hear from everybody. So you've been traveling together, the 4 of you, for about a week. Do you all try to stick to towns? Do you rough it? Do you camp? Do you have campfire chats? we mostly try to stay in inns because we're traveling. We're sort of working with the Sword Coast and everything. So there's a lot of small towns kind of peppered around. Not all of them have inns. Some of them have nice people that might let you stay with them. But
Leo and Glad don't have a lot of money, so they camp a lot for sure.
Marta has a lovely little trait called rustic hospitality, which is literally, she's so goddamn nice that she walks into town and people go, "Oh, you're so cute. You want to stay with us? Come on in."
Leo also has that trait.
Yeah.
oh my god,
Oh no.
Magnus and Burnsides over here.
Glad doesn't. Glad does not have that trait.
Pod has something similar. That Pod breaks into the nicest home in town and then sleeps in.
That's
Some
exactly
quiet
the same
stuff.
thing.
Yes, precisely the same thing.
Yeah.
So maybe for the last like week or so, you've been able to like kind of very nicely be able to stay at inns and things without paying very much or at all. Combination, two very rustically hospitable people and an entertainer. If you put
Yeah.
Pod in a backpack, I guess.
And
Yeah,
we
Pod,
put
no one knows
Pod
Pod's
in
there.
the
Pod's in a backpack.
So I just want to hear from you guys. If you had the night off, you've come to a little town just outside of the Greenfields, or way south of Baldur's Gate. Just a little one-horse town with a little inn, kind of like a pass-through town, which is basically just like an inn/tavern and like a couple of trading posts, and that's basically it. What do you all like get up to downtime wise?
I'm definitely trying to charm the pants off people with playing music, but not actually getting into their pants, just taking their money. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Talking with people at the tavern. Hi, I'm Marta. Where you come from? Is it nice there? She's just literally the friendliest fucking person on the planet.
Marta, we're trying to keep a low profile. Low profile. Leaving a trail is not my thing.
Leaving a trail of what?
People knowing who I am.
Why don't you want people to know who you are? You're real nice.
Mm.
And you play your music so well.
That's true. I am a really good musician. And people really like me. But that's beside the point. I just don't, it's really easier for me if I'm like a fresh face everywhere we go, because then it's like people meeting me for the first time. They don't know who I am. It's kind of like a magic spell. When they hear that music and see this face and...
Do you want me to play pretend like I don't know you?
No, you don't have to. We know each other. That's okay. We're traveling together. You don't have to pretend like you don't know me. Just don't... You know what? I'm gonna get you a drink. I'm gonna get you a drink, and then we can talk about this more later, okay? Does that sound...
Okay. I don't
Glad
really
feels-
drink. I'll have some juice.
Uh-huh. I'll see if they have that.
Okay.
Glad feels a tugging on their shirt.
What do you want?
I found this. Holds up a shoe.
Thank
It's
you,
still- it's still
Pod.
tied.
Where did you get that?
I found it.
Uh-huh. Was it on someone's foot when you found it?
No. Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Either take the other one or go put it back.
I'll go get the other one.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, I want you to roll for how nice these shoes are.
Okay. What should I roll? Shoe check?
Roll a D100, and the higher the number, the nicer the shoes. First check of the game. No, this doesn't count. I just want to do this.
I fucking rolled 100.
You're lying.
I am not lying.
You're cheating.
I rolled 100.
You're cheating on your shoe check.
Come in here.
I'm not coming in there. Then I have to get up.
It's the 3 zeros, right? That's 100, right?
It is in my universe. Nobody tell me I'm wrong. Okay. Gladness?
Because you can't roll a 0 on a D100. That's the 100.
Sure. Yeah, well, it would be a 10 and then, yeah. 10 and, yeah.
I'm done. Good night, everyone.
You win. Woo!
Val wins Dungeons and Dragons! Woo!
All right. I'm, as far as I know, that's correct. So, now I gotta come up with something. Hold on. Gladness, you take another look at the shoe that Pod has handed you, and a little bit of a closer look. What kind of shoes are these? What like type of shoe would Pod steal?
I was imagining like a nice pair of like loafers or like dress shoes.
Okay, some lace up. Nice.
Like wingtips, maybe?
Okay, so you take this this thing that definitely exists in high fantasy, a wingtip shoe, and you look at it, and it's like it's barely worn, no scuff marks. You sort of take a closer look. It's weird because you're in kind of a traveler stand. Weird. You take a closer look. You kind of flip it over, and then you look inside the shoe. And I'm looking for a fantasy name generator for a shoe brand. Hold on. The brand is called Revelor. And you've known probably one person in your entire life that could afford these shoes. It makes no sense that Pod would have found this, let alone could go back and find the other one.
Another one.
But here he comes. With the other one in tow.
I'm imagining first Pod comes back with like a flip-flop. Found it.
No, I don't want another shoe that's a different one. Maybe like the one that matches the one that you brought. How about that?
Let me see it again.
Looks the same. Okay.
Looks it very intently.
Looks the same, but like if you held it in a mirror.
All right, same shoe. Got it.
Returns with one of the same shoe, but it's the same foot.
I would love if
that
Pod
would be
could do
incredible.
That, but eventually comes back with their other shoe. You're muted, Savannah.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it because we're just doing dumb roleplay right now to get to know your character. So eventually Pod comes back with the other shoe. These shoes probably go for like several hundred gold for a pair of these shoes. I feel like Gladness would be the one that knows this.
Yes, he would. It's like, good job, Pod. We're gonna keep these for right now, and I really should have just told you to point out who these shoes belonged to.
They had feet.
Helpful. Really helpful.
Feet all
but
of
these shoes are great. It's okay. That's okay. These shoes, perfect. Thes'll help. So we're gonna keep these, and I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go sell these tomorrow, and we'll be good. So I can't wear them.
I get half.
Yep, I'll give you half.
What's Leo doing right now?
Leo
This is going on.
is definitely like drinking and like talking to people and playing games, like dice games and stuff, and having a grand old time. I feel like she's like talking to someone at the bar.
Oh yeah? Just like small talk?
I feel like she's like asking them a lot of very personal questions.
Okay. I'll do real first check of the game. Go ahead and just roll a charisma check.
Oh god. Okay.
There will be no negative consequences to this. This is just for me.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Are you guys fucking kidding me with this?
I am so scared for when we get into combat because we're gonna get murdered. Because we're wasting this shit right now.
This is a good game. This was
Guys,
a good
I think our
idea.
plan to only roll the max on every die that we ever roll in this game is working. She's buying it.
It's working. So you have, I guess, sidled up to this town's Marta. There's a very nice, older elven gentleman. I'm not gonna name all of these fools, but he's sitting there and has had a couple of drinks and is just, you're asking him personal questions and he's just like regaling you with stories about his life and how he was in the war, but he always really wanted to settle down and be a cobbler. I'm just gonna do this is all Shoetown. This is Shoetown. Welcome to Shoetown, Sword Coast, Faerun. And that's just really, he tells you, he lays out his whole plan for now that he's retired and he's home. He's gonna set up his own cobbler business that's gonna rival Revelor one day.
So, like, when you say you want to, like, be a cobbler and make shoes, like, and really fancy shoes and stuff, like, do you want to, like, make magical shoes? Or do you, like, are you, like, compensating because you lost your feet in the war? Or she, like, looks down and she's like, nope, your feet's still there. Good to see that.
No, I just really like shoes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Shoes are my passion.
Are you married?
Are you making me make decisions for this old man I don't know? No, never was.
Do you have kids?
No.
So, like, it's just the goal of shoes, not really looking for anything else, huh?
Well, I guess the ultimate goal is the money that the shoes will then bring in.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's always nice. Money is nice. Well, I wish you luck. Do you want to buy me another drink?
Of course, my dear. You've been so lovely.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Just a nice man. This is fantasy. I can put nice men in bars, okay?
The ultimate fantasy.
Wow, I'm dunking on everybody today. Get ready, soon it's gonna be your turn. You four. Okay, so you hang out, you steal someone's shoes, you talk to another old man about his shoe business dreams. You make enough friends here. Everyone just loves you guys so much, especially Leo, that you can stay the night, don't have to pay for rooms. They just enjoyed your company. You were very lovely and very nice, and they're gonna let you stay. So you've all been traveling the same road for about a week now. I've given you all reasons why. How much of those reasons you have shared with the rest of the party is up to you. I'm not going to spill those beans, so whatever you all want to sort of talk about or have talked about or have told each other is fine. But you've been on this road to the area is called the Greenfields. The specific town is called Greenest. And unless there's anything specific you all would like to get up to, you will probably travel for most of the day tomorrow, and by tomorrow evening be at your destination. So is there anything you need to tell each other or prepare or anything? Otherwise, we're just gonna pick it up and go to town.
I mean, I feel like Leo would be like just talking about her family and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, like there was like an old friend of my family who's like way like down in like this place. And like apparently there's like dragons down there. I really want to see a dragon. He said to be careful, but like I want to see a dragon, guys.
No, you don't.
Why?
They're mean.
All of them?
Yep.
Well, we can find a nice one.
No.
Do you know a lot of dragons?
How many's a lot?
Like 5.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 would be a lot.
No, just one.
Oh.
So,
Well, maybe they're just mean.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're all mean.
Oh, I need some more stories to tell, so I'm down to meet a dragon.
I'd love to meet a dragon.
Yeah. We'll find the nice one. The one
A
nice one.
funeral.
I'm not here for nice or mean or whatever. I'm just here for interesting.
Can I have your stuff when it eats you?
No,
I mean, do you want some of my stuff now? I mean, I don't have a lot, but
Yeah.
okay, what do you want? I have like, well, you can't have
Leo-
my staff.
Leo, we've talked
I
about
need to
this. You
keep
can't
that.
just give things to people.
You can't have my clothes. I have a pot.
You can have one of my earrings if you want. Which one do you
You
want?
can't just give things to people.
I'll take
Huh.
the pot and your left earring.
This one?
What's Pod gonna do with your
The
pod
dangly one?
earring?
Lots of things.
You want the dangly
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to put the
She'll-
earring
she'll-
in the pot and just jangle it?
Now, what? So I'll give you my pot, but like, are you good at like cooking or anything?
No.
Okay, well, you can have it.
I just got this one anyway, so I feel like giving it to somebody else is a good thing. Like, pay it forward, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
I don't like cooking a lot either, so.
Leans way down. Way, like bends all the way at the waist to give this to Pod.
Thank you.
It's kind of a big pot. Are you sure you can like, do you have a place to put it?
Oh, yeah. And Pod pulls out their comically large backpack with all of their hobbit-sized backpack with all their stuff hanging on the side. And there's, like, rope and, like, pittons and, like, a whole bunch of oil flasks and a crowbar and, like, caltrops and a big old bear trap on the back. Just sticks the pot right in front of the bear trap.
Cool. Great. Gladness, if you don't give people presents, they're not going to like you. I mean, they might like you, but
Yeah, I don't need to give people things for them to like me. I do it other ways. But if that works for you, that's fine. That's what works for you.
I mean, people also just like me, but like,
And then Pod puts on the earring, but like as a bracelet, because it's probably way too big to actually wear.
That's adorable. Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Okay, I have to give it to you. That one's cute.
My best friend gave me that one, so you enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. That feels like a good place for everybody to go to sleep. So you talk, you chat, you have dinner. Some of you have drinks, and eventually you... I have to ask, now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons again. Does everybody in this party need to sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. We'll get to the dark vision question eventually, I'm sure. So you all turn in for the night. They've given you a couple of rooms that you can split between you how you wish.
So do we all have our own room, or are we rooming with someone?
I don't care. So the innkeep doesn't care. What would you guys prefer?
Marta probably wants her own room. For reasons.
There's nothing sketchy about that. Sure.
Nope.
Glad and Leo, did they typically room together? I have forgotten.
Yes. Well, I mean, when they traveled on their own, they did because they were trying to save money. So if they did get a room, they would room together.
Probably just out of habit.
Yeah.
Stay in the same room.
Okay. Pod, do you sleep in the inn?
Pod, did you want to share a room with us?
Yeah, I'll sleep in the usual spot and like crawls under the bed. Builds like a nice like little cat bed with a bunch of like some stolen sheets. Just curls up on it, holding their tail.
Amazing.
So cute.
That's really cute.
Adorable. All right, so yeah, you all get a good, restful night's sleep in your
Marta wakes up.
very space. Okay. Everyone else sleeps. Sid's already doing drama. We
Here
haven't
we
even
go.
got to the story yet.
No, she's just waiting up to see. And if nothing happens for an hour or so, then she'll go to bed.
Okay. You wait up for a bit. And I think you wait up for like an hour or so. And eventually nothing happens, so you decide to snuff out the candle, the lamp. Say it's like an oil lamp. Sure, why not? In your room, you snuff the lamp out, and darkness falls around you, and you lie down in the bed that you mostly fit in. Marta's how tall?
7'3".
Okay, so your feet and like calves are kind of hanging off the bed, probably.
She'll like move like a desk or a chair or something to maybe catch them. Like she's used to this at this point, so yeah, just find something to maybe catch the feet at the end.
All right, so you just shift a chair to the end of the bed, rest your feet, prop your feet up on, and you lay back, and just as your head sort of hits the pillow and you start to settle in, you hear in the dark, sort of near the lamp that you just snuffed out, a rustling, like a rustling of paper.
Hello?
Nothing else.
Sits up. Hello? All right. Goes back to sleep.
All right, you go back to sleep. Anybody else? Any late night chats? Any weird prayers? Any strange rituals? Any? Great. This is good energy, and I love it. Okay, so you all get up. What time of day are you all wanting to travel? Pod no like sun.
If we can put Pod in the backpack, then we can travel whenever, right?
Well, glad no like early.
Maybe
So-
we head out like a brisk like early afternoon.
Yeah, like 1. I'm cool with that. Travel until like night times.
Okay,
So Pod can like get out of the backpack at times and walk.
so kind of a night owl crew, not starting out at the break of dawn.
Like second shift.
I like that. I like that energy. It's new. It's fun. Everyone in D&D wants to get up at 6 a.m. and walk everywhere. Not this group. All right, so yeah, you guys stayed up late. You get up, you have some time, you get your stuff together. Gladness gets to sleep in. You all have breakfast, probably lunch at the tavern, maybe a brunch if you're feeling frisky. I said this was a one-horse town, and now there's like a great hop-in tavern that's like a good brunch spot. Held up by the shoe industry here, I guess, in Shoe Town.
It's one brunch town.
Yes. It's called Brunchton. And all there is are brunch spots and shoe stores here. I should write this down.
My kind of fucking place, yes!
This is Brunchton.
Brunch you want.
With shoe stores and brunch spots. All right. I told myself that for this game, I was actually going to start writing stuff down as the GM. We'll see how long that lasts. I give myself 20 more minutes. Okay, so you you wake up, get yourself together, have a nice meal. Marta, you do notice sort of as you are getting up, packing up your things, getting ready to go. It looks like there is a folded piece of paper that's been stuck under the oil lamp that you snuffed out last night. Assume you go over and
pick it up,
open it. You pick it up and you open it, and onto the nightstand falls out like a pressed lily, and it's just like in a big scrawling handwriting. It just says, "Hope you slept well," and signed B.
Tucks it in her tome. Goes down. I'm assuming like she'll open it up to like the 30th page in the back that has little presents like this. So she'll tuck it into the next available page and put the note by it. Just keep it in there.
All right. Anything you all need to prepare for your journey? You're gonna be walking probably most of the afternoon, sort of into the night. You'll probably get there by sundown. This town that you're traveling to. Good.
Pod's just gonna hand off. I think Pod climbs inside their own backpack, and somebody else has to carry it.
How heavy is it?
I didn't actually calculate the weight of it, but
okay. Marta technically is counted as a huge creature when considering how much she can carry.
Right, she's strong.
Considering Pod's small, it's probably like a satchel to her, like a handbag.
So yeah,
Pod only weighs 25 pounds, so.
Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So Marta will carry.
There's no way that your backpack doesn't weigh more than you.
Oh no, Pod's
with all that
backpack
stuff
definitely
in it.
weighs more than.
All right.
I'll sit down and actually try to calculate how much the backpack weighs.
You have so much fun doing that. I hope it brings you joy. Pod climbs into their backpack with the pot and the hunting trap and other things strapped to it. Marta picks it up, sort of slings it over her. It's like so Marta is essentially carrying like a her-sized bag. It's like a sort of big, like chunky backpack, and then just like a little Jansport on her shoulder. Is what's happening right now. And you all set out on the road to finish your journey to the town of Greenest. Unless there's anything you guys want to talk about or do on the road, we're gonna fast travel. Cool, let's go.
Can I, as we travel, look for like helpful herbs and plants?
Sure. Roll a nature check.
That's what I like to do. Okay. Let's see.
Is this what it's like to run a game that you actually know the rules to, where you don't have to every single time go, let me learn the fucking skills?
That is.
Morgan?
What?
It's 23.
Okay. Now.
So scared.
The crux of this is going to come in.
Run out.
I am not going to say the names of any actual plants because I only know a couple, which could in theory be helpful depending on what kind of helpful you're looking for. So when you say helpful plants and herbs, what do you mean?
I mean,
Because I assume like if Pod were to say that, it would mean something very different.
I mean like things that could like help with healing, or like weed, or like
Or okay, what did you roll?
Some
a
shrooms.
23.
Okay, that's a lot. So yeah, I'll say you're sort of going along, maybe slowing the crew up just a little bit to stop and pick things. But you find several things along the way. You find a few herbs that you can sort of bundle together that in theory could be made into like a healing salve, or like if you had the ability, even like a healing potion at some point. You can have 2 bundles of those. And then you find some great shrooms.
Cool.
Oh, those are the fun ones.
Yep. I've seen a picture of them in a book before.
Oh, they're real nice. As long as they don't have the little black spots on them, because then you will probably think that you're a ghost.
Oh.
That's no fun.
No, probably not. But I mean, especially for Glad, he's afraid of ghosts, so he'd be afraid of himself.
Why are you afraid of ghosts?
I don't like to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I've never met a ghost, so I don't know. But
I don't think I have either. I'm just scared of them.
No, we met that one time with the thing. You know, the guy who was trying to cleanse the place, and it was fake ghost, but then there was a real ghost, and it was the whole thing.
That's right. And he got really mad at us for some reason. And we like there was somebody pretending to be the real ghost. And that guy ran away when the real ghost actually showed up. And so did I. And then he like made fun of us for being kids or something.
did he call you meddling?
I think that is the word he used, yeah.
That sounds right.
Wow, let me just throw my whole first mystery in the trash, I guess. Yeah, you find some good stuff. Anything else?
Marta's just walking along, and occasionally she just like jots something down in her book and then waits a second and then laughs and then puts it away. This happens intermittently.
Marta, I don't mean to pry here, but I feel like we've been traveling together for a week and no one else has said anything. Do you just laugh at your own jokes when you write them in your book?
Oh no, they're not my jokes.
Whose jokes are they?
They're my friend Bass.
Uh-huh. Cool, glad I asked. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go.
All right, so while Leo looks for more drugs and Marta does a Chamber of Secrets, I guess, you all continue.
But in the fun way.
But in the fun, nice way and not in the shitty way.
Mm-hmm.
You all continue along for most of the afternoon until you finally, as the sun is starting to set over the horizon, you come across, you sort of, I guess, like a hill. There's a word that I'm thinking of, but I can't think of the word. So you come to the top of a hill, a rise, essentially, and you see what is, according to the road signs, the town of Greenest, just a few short miles away. You can see it sort of as you crest over this hill, but there's a but. Instead of the pleasant, welcoming town that you expected, you see columns of black smoke rising from burning buildings, running figures that are little more than dots in the distance, and a dark winged shape wheeling low over the keep that rises above the center of town.
Oh no, they came true.
We really weren't lying about the dragon cult then.
Cult?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
What? What cult?
The dragon one? The one with dragons?
You didn't tell me about a dragon cult.
Well, see, I mean, we were coming here anyway, but I heard that somebody that I knew got dragged away by a dragon cult.
That's awful.
And it was supposed to be here in Greenest. And honestly, I just really wanted to see if it was true or not. But now I'm a little concerned because I did not believe that it would be true.
Why didn't
We
you
gotta-
tell me about a cult?
Well, we gotta go
I
help
didn't
those people.
think it was real.
Why is everyone being so loud?
Oh, right, we didn't tell God.
The town that we were coming to is kind of in flames right now. It looks like there's something flying around, eating things and burning stuff up.
What kind of thing?
Would we vaguely know what kind of thing that's flying around in the sky, lighting up that keep, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of looks like a dragon.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you roll a check to be like, holy shit, is that a dragon? It looks like the town is being attacked by a dragon.
It's like, looks like Whiterun.
Absolutely does.
Cool. Pod, I don't want to scare you. So I won't. It's definitely not a dragon.
Well, great.
But it is a
As long as it's
dragon.
not a
Look at
dragon.
it. But it.
Wait, is it or is it not a dragon?
Well, it looks like a dragon, and not the nice kind that we're trying to find, the mean kind that you were talking about.
Might look like a dragon, but I don't. All right, you guys suck. It's a dragon.
Can we go down and help those people now?
I think. How?
Well, I don't know. At least get them out of there. Help them out.
Wait, this isn't Greenest, is it?
Uh,
Please tell me
Yes.
this is a town along the way. Damn it.
No, this is Greenest.
Damn it. Like, goes back down to the bag, rummages for a bit. Comes back up. Alright, we gotta do this.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't like
Other
this.
Leo is in there. I've gotta help them.
Wait, what?
Other Leo?
I knew someone named Leo before I met y'all. I'll call them Leo number 1. You can be Leo number 2.
But what if I want to be Leo number 1?
Okay, you can be Leo number 1. They'll be Leo number 2.
Okay, I prefer that. Okay, let's help these people.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Happy about it though.
So the four of you take a dramatic music time.
By the way, I calculated it. 117 pounds.
Your backpack?
Yeah.
Is that with you in it?
No, that's without pod. It'd be 150
cricket.
with pod, probably.
We're gonna-
Just short.
Good thing I could not give less of a shit about encumbrance.
I imagine pod does not go into fights with the backpack on.
You leave it places. That's fine. Life finds a way. Let's stop talking about your backpack. I put the dramatic music on. it's dramatic time. No, that's good to know. You got to remember to keep track of your backpack.
Yes, I
Then,
do.
all right. So you've still got a little ways to go. but I assume you take off at a quick pace. A grumpy Gladness, probably bringing up the rear of the group as you make your way down into Greenest. So it takes you a few minutes to get down there, and as you sort of start to close the last little bit, a couple of you break out into a run. Essentially what you are looking at is a town that is on the other side of a river from you. The main way to get in is a bridge, sort of goes over this river. Around the outskirts, you've got lots of homes and things like that as you sort of look, because you can kind of see you're coming over. This place is called like the Green Fields or whatever. There's also like rolling hills and things. So as you come to the top of hills, you can kind of see into it. There are no walls or anything around this city. So you've got kind of like a market square, and then in the center, kind of rising up above everything, is a stone like keep with a couple. It's not large by any means, but it's a couple of towers, that kind of thing, where a governor or somebody would reside, and sort of circling around this central area. It kind of like makes a few circles around the keep, and then will swoop down kind of over most of the town. You see sort of glinting in the fading sunlight the deep blue of the scales of this rather large dragon. What would you like to do?
You said there's a river going by the town?
Yes, so right now it's between you and the town. You guys are sort of traveling east, so it's running north to south, and there's a bridge to get over it into the town.
How close to the town is the river?
Pretty close. It runs up pretty much right against the edge of the town.
And you said things were on fire.
Sure. They should. They should be. There's people raiding this town. They should be.
Debating if this would work. I'm trying to read through it really quick. Because I have a cantrip called Shape Water. And I would like to put out some buildings from being on fire.
Yeah, let's talk through it. Shape
Watch
Water.
The Shape of Water.
You do have to watch The Shape of Water, so it is going to take probably 90 to 120 minutes.
I've already seen it, so I think it should.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh yeah, no spoilers. No,
I have no idea how long the movie is. Okay. 5-foot cube. You move or change the flow of water. Cause it to form into simple shapes. Well, it does say you can just move the water, so I guess you can take 5 feet of water and put it somewhere else.
Just water bend it onto buildings.
Okay. It's an action to do.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah, you could do that. It's it's not a lot, but it's something. If you were to find sort of some buildings on the outskirts, I guess, that are just like either have like the embers around them or like the beginnings of fire. You're not going to be able to put out like a full blaze, but you can certainly prevent some from happening. Yeah, tell me what that looks like, because that's fun.
I think she's only done this with like water in a cup before, like playing around with it, so she's just kind of like going for it. So she just raises her arms and guides the water out of the river and splashes it onto embers and stuff near the buildings.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super graceful, but like
yeah, but it's effective. You can do that a few times sort of on your approach. Did not look at what the range on that is. I assume it's pretty short. Okay, so yeah, so you can essentially do that from sort of the bridge into town. These buildings that are right along the outskirts, sort of like people's homes and things like that. You all see Leo sort of raise her hands, and you see these almost like chunks of water sort of lift up, kind of like spheres or like sort of weird, sort of like cube shaped, just like big chunk of water that's just kind of been displaced out of the river and then sort of flung over the embers of a few homes, getting the wood and everything on the bottom sort of wet enough that fires are not going to spread to them. Anything else you want to do upon approach? Or do you want to head on into town?
Can we see anyone getting accosted or someone that's in danger?
Funny you should ask. You make your way across the bridge, sort of between two of the houses that Leo has dropped a bunch of water on, and as the flames go out, it gets a little bit darker in this. I guess now's the time. It's getting to be nighttime. It's not going to come up much because some of the town's on fire. But does everybody have dark vision?
Nope.
Marta, all right, so you're not having a lot of trouble currently, but it might come into play sort of the longer that you are out here. Right now, there's still
on that.
there's still enough light. There are torches and sort of lamps, sort of throughout the street. They're keeping things lit enough for you to be able to see for now. But as the sun has gone down, you make your way sort of across the bridge and out from two buildings on your left. You see 5 humans sort of dash out and cut you off, sort of running across the street. There's a limping man and 3 young children who have sort of raced across the street into another alley, and he is sort of ushering them along. And following them, you see a woman, sort of harried, kind of shirt singed on one side, carrying a shield and a broken spear, sort of stumble out into the street and turn back and sort of brandish the spear, or facing the direction that the rest of them were coming from. And she's sort of shouting at them many obscenities to leave her family alone. And you all see several kobolds, so you know what those folks look like, sort of stream out of the alley on this woman's heels and kind of fan out around her. They don't attack her immediately, but she sort of holds up the shield and the spear that is now just sort of like a broken shaft of wood, and is kind of like pushing them back to try to protect the rest of these folks and the children that have run into the other alley.
I'm gonna be a warlock for a second. And what do you think I'm gonna do? Eldritch Blaze! Yeah. Like the center one. The center
Okay.
pole.
Marta, you lift up a hand and without warning, fire off an Eldritch Blast towards one of the kobolds. Go ahead and hit me with that roll.
It's a 14 plus my spell attack DC, which is +4, which is an 18.
Okay. You fire off the Eldritch Blast at the one in the center. What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
It is a lovely, sparkly violet purple.
Okay. So you let off this blast, and the woman, as it sort of flies over her shoulder, sort of jumps to the side as it hits this kobold sort of in the chest and shoulder, and it goes sort of tumbling back, kind of skidding across the cobblestone path, and it sort of looks up, and all of them and the woman sort of all turn to look at the newcomers.
Leave her alone!
You think we could have talked it out first before shooting stuff at them?
They're being mean. They were chasing all the little kids and stuff.
But I mean, maybe they could have been reasoned with, maybe.
I
To,
don't
like,
know.
leave him alone?
You're chasing kids. I don't think there's reasoning.
Pod
sure?
has climbed down off of Marta's shoulders out of the backpack. And just like double checks, doesn't recognize the kobolds that are attacking the town.
No, you don't recognize any of them.
Cool. Do I have a chance to do like an action before we get into combat, or are we like getting started?
Yeah, they're pretty shocked that you just ran up in here and started shooting them. So
Can we all have a surprise round if that's the case?
sure, why not?
Because then we can all
They're
do
pretty-
something.
They're pretty freaking shocked. Pod, what do you want to do?
Pod was just going to Pod's eyes sort of flash purple for a second, and then is going to use their psychic whispers, and everyone in the party can hear Pod telepathically say, I'm just gonna kind of duck off for a second, make sure things just don't. All right, you guys got this. Good job.
Looks back to see
Sneaks
if like
away.
they're talking in her ear in the backpack. Like, what?
So I can do that. I don't have to spend one of my dice to do it because it's the first time doing it today, and it lasts for 5 hours. There's a roll to 5 on my d6.
Okay. So you all hear Pod.
And I can talk
Peace
to them
out.
within 1 mile.
So Pod, where do you go?
It's just gonna like sneak off. It isn't gonna go too far away, but it's like if there are buildings nearby, it's just gonna try to sneak off like around those buildings, like underneath the building or something, just to try to stay out of sight.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
That's not a 9, that's a 6. That's 7. Use 13.
They roll very bad. So yeah, you all see Pod peace out, sort of makes his way into the same alley that sort of the limping man and the children have run into, and Pod, you sort of scurry into like a crawl space under said building nearby. The other two of you, Gladness and Leo, what are you gonna do? If it's murder, we're gonna roll initiative.
Not murder. Well, can I? Okay. What I want to do is I want to use a cantrip, vicious mockery at one of the kobolds, while running after the family because it's an action and movement. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick one of the kobolds that's still standing up and
Okay.
yell a string of insults at them.
Great. Is that a saving throw?
That is, let's see. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. Historically, they've done very good at wisdom. Oh, now this time, that's a 0.
that does not save.
Does not. What's the damage on Vicious Mockery?
It's 1d4 psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
So let's see.
Hit me with that D4.
1.
That one. Oh, it's definitely not murder.
It's-
You were right.
No, yep. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be murder.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I got 8 damage on that kobold.
Oh, I didn't.
That,
I
yeah.
don't think I even asked you. He's still you said the one in the center, so he's still
Yes.
alive.
So
Okay.
used to playing games where HP isn't really a thing.
I listen. In boss fights, it might matter sometimes. You guys know me. Okay, so okay, and 1. Okay. So you shout a string of insults. Do you have any particular insults?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, what do you shout?
I go,
Oh no.
It better be good.
It's gotta be good.
don't chase children, you freaking Geico gecko! Stop it!
Oh, Geico's a thing in this world now. What do they do?
Fantasy Geico.
Fantasy Geico.
It can be not an insurance company.
Where all your dreams come true.
They're a mercenary
Okay.
company, because that's basically insurance.
You're
It's
right.
the same thing.
Realms.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Geico
And
mercenary
Glad's
company.
head. How do you know, Geico?
Might have had. a
Can
hit
they
on me
answer
once or
you?
twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We can communicate to each other
Okay, great.
within a mile.
Has this ever happened before? Has Pod
Probably
done
not.
this before? Oh man.
I love Gladness just sort of rolling with it. Okay, so Gladness, you fire off this string of
Amazing.
insults, and the nearest kobold to you just sort of like reaches up and grabs his little head and is like, "That's mean! Hey! Hey, don't run away from me! That's mean!"
I'm like, bye!
And you run into the alley that Pod previously skulked into, following the family that was there. You do see them nearby. They didn't get very far. The older human man looks to have some sort of injury and has stopped once they've sort of made it like down the alley and kind of around a corner. Has stopped with the three children sort of near him and is trying to like sort of wrap up whatever is going on with his leg. So you can get to them. Leo.
Leo points her finger at them and just goes, "What are you doing? How would you feel if someone chased your kids?"
I want you to roll something. Is this intimidation or is this persuasion?
I think she's
Leo's
trying
gonna
to.
shame
trip.
these kobolds into stop fighting.
So-
I would
What is a
like-
guilt trip?
I would like. I guess it doesn't matter because they're the same modifier for me, but I think she's more trying to get them to stop. Either way.
This. What? Okay. We'll just call it intimidation.
Okay.
To try to stop them in their tracks with guilt. I said we were gonna roll initiative and then immediately said, nah, I don't care.
That's a 6.
A 6. Okay, I don't. That's not enough for this. I think you yell this at them,
Do they answer?
and the big one. There's one in the center that's sort of bigger than the rest of them. The one that Marta Eldritch blasted has sort of got up off the ground and kind of like sassily like puts his hands on its head. They're all very small. This is the big one and it's probably like a couple inches taller than Pod. Like they're very small folks. And sort of like puts its hands on its hips and it's like, "You don't know us. You don't know me. Who even are you?"
Oh, I'm Leo. It's nice to meet you.
"Well, you know what, Leo? It's not nice to meet you.
That's not nice.
But your friend just shot me."
I mean, you were chasing people.
"Did you even think about stopping to ask why?
Yeah, why?
Because we want their stuff?
Oh, that's not a good enough reason.
Or what are you going to do? Shoot me again?"
Yes.
I have nothing else to say. Okay, let's roll initiative because now there are lots of things happening at once and I need to be able to keep track of them. I don't know how to do the initiative tracker. Hold. Val, what do I click for the initiative tracker?
It should be on the left side of your screen in that little like panel
Yeah.
that comes down. One of them should be initiative. A round tracker.
Is it the clock, maybe?
Yeah,
It doesn't
probably.
say what it is.
Yeah.
Got it.
so,
Turn
yeah,
order.
Turn order.
Okay. You guys have to have tokens on the screen for that. That should work.
Yeah.
So click your picture and then click initiative and it'll put you on my tracker. Because I'm not writing all still. So we'll do initiative through roll 20. Aw, Gladness is a meeple.
Oh,
Guys. Hey guys.
Holy shit, y'all.
that's another nat 20.
Where is initiative?
At
Which
least
one?
it's on,
On your
something
sheet.
other than
Yes,
shoes.
but, like-
Click it. It's at the top. It's in between armor class and speed on.
Oh, is it the
core.
green one? Is it
No.
the green one?
No, on your character sheet.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking how to do my initiative on the token.
Oh, just click
so
your token.
where your
Literally just
little
click it and then
token
click
is, just
initiative.
click on it and then click initiative.
You're just selecting it
doesn't-
and to put the initiative on it.
It doesn't.
So click your token, go to
Okay.
your character sheet, and then click on your initiative.
Do you need me to come out there and help you?
I think I'm stupid.
It's
It's the word initiative. So once
It's
you've
the word
selected your
initiative.
token, then where it says the word initiative on the top middle part of your character sheet.
Like that.
I don't. Morgan can help me.
Go to your character sheet.
Okay.
Click on initiative.
Okay. Initiative.
There you
There
go.
you
You did
There
it! Yay!
here.
Well done.
Oh, I gotta do these idiots. Hold on.
We did it. We won the encounter.
We win!
Yay!
You guys know I don't know how to use Roll20. Look at those guys. Where's their initiative? Just click that dexterity. Oh, it didn't put it on tracker. I'll put it on there because they get to go first because I rolled good.
Oh no.
That's not what I want.
No,
I
it's
want
reversal.
descending. We're learning how to do things.
Woohoo!
They also rolled a natural 20.
Holy shit! What is
Dexterity is higher
happening?
than yours. So they get to go first.
And Marta rolled.
Congratulations. So, we've all done it. We were doing very good, I think, until we had to use a computer
Ugh.
to do it. And then everything fell apart. Actually, we're almost at the halfway point. I can't imagine this is going to take very long. So, the Kobolds rolled natural 2022. They are going to sort of take up since they've been threatened and they're concerned because the two of you that are left are much bigger than them. They are going to sort of take up a defensive position. A few of them sort of moving in front of the bigger one that has been very injured by Marta's blast. They are holding out most of them are sort of holding out daggers kind of in your direction. A couple in the back have like slings with stones in them. They're sort of like ready to fire. They don't attack, but at Leo's words, they kind of take up this defensive position, waiting to see what you are going to do. They're all gonna dodge, is what I'm saying. I'll make it go to the next person. That's the real question. Leo's next.
Yay!
There we go.
Well, are they within 10 feet?
No, they have backed off from you a little bit. I would say they're probably, this is like the main thoroughfare, so they're probably like 15 feet, maybe some that are like backed into an alley that are like 20 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna move so that one of them, like the closest one, is within 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna raise my hand and I'm gonna cast poison spray,
Okay.
which is you extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Okay, so he will make a con save. Oh, their stats are so bad, huh? That's a 2.
It does not save.
All right, let's go ahead and roll damage. So you raise your hand and send a poison blast out.
That's a 4.
Okay. So you send out this poison blast at the kobold. You see it sort of wash over him, and it sort of falls to the ground, coughing and sputtering. And you see it take one sort of last deep breath, and it kind of falls, not quite dead, but unconscious at this point, because it's gravely poisoned. Anything else?
Nope.
Pod?
Okay. Pod's under the house right now. I think is gonna try to it's gonna try to flank around them to come up from behind to attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
Okay. That is a 26.
They can't.
Woof!
They literally can't numerically get there with the -2. So yes, you come out the other side of the house, sort of darting between in a couple of alleyways, and then eventually sort of across the street, sort of mostly covered by the night that has now fallen, and then the ash that is sort of coming off of some of these buildings. You make your way into the alley directly behind them.
Okay. Do I want to try to decide Pod wants to attack them? Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep it simple. Pod will run up behind one of the ones that's doing okay. So I don't want to kill any of them. And it's gonna rush up, and as like kind of darting forward this small dark shape, there's another like little flash of purple as forming in their hand is a psychic blade, which then is going to stab one of the kobolds with.
Okay, yeah, roll an attack.
Okay. Do I have advantage?
Yes.
17 plus.
It's enough.
Yeah. Okay.
What you wanted was 12.
Okay. So does 3, 9, 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Are you actively going for non-lethal?
Yes.
I don't know how you do that with psychic damage. We can figure that one out later.
Yeah, I was imagining like the I don't know. I was imagining it maybe in like utilized in a way that maybe like knocks them unconscious, or like it like makes them so scared they pass out.
Okay.
They faint.
Yeah. So you come up behind one of the other kobolds with your psionic daggers, and
as it drives into them too, it doesn't leave any wound. Like it like no visible mark that that they were stabbed too.
Okay. Yeah, so you drive the psionic dagger into the back of one of them, and you all hear this horrible sort of scratchy scream as one of them just sort of yells out and then just drops unconscious to the ground, and you see hooded Pod standing behind them.
Oh, there you are.
Gladness. So you've gone into the alley.
Yep, and I'm over by the family, if I remember correctly. Okay. Hold on. I lost my character sheet.
No.
Let's see. I am going to cast Liar's Gift. And that is, Liar's Gift makes even the most barefaced untruth seem plausible. You gain advantage on charisma checks to convince another creature of the truth of whatever you're saying. On a failed check, the creature knows that you tried to manipulate it with magic. If you successfully lie to the creature that has a friendly attitude towards you, it must have a... Wait, what? If you successfully lie to a creature that has a friendly attitude towards you, it must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, you can also coax the creature to reveal a potentially embarrassing secret. The verbal component of the spells is the lie that you are telling, so it's only a verbal. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to cast that, and I am going to... It was the woman and the kids, and who else was there?
There is a human woman, a human man with an injured leg, and then the 3 kids. So there's 5 of them total.
I'm going to try and talk to the woman, because from what I remember, she was holding something weapon-like and seemed to be in charge.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell her, hi, I am here with the rescue brigade, and we need you guys to get out of here right now.
Okay. Well, so this
Glad
gives you
has named our
advantage,
group.
correct?
We are the Rescue Brigade.
The rescue brigade. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your deception check.
Hold on.
That she got going on.
Oh, there's too many dice in my dice tray.
I'm sure she's definitely like a level 20 wizard who will see right through this.
Let's see, what is my modifier? Even with that, 8. I'm not doing good.
8. Okay, well, she also rolled an 8.
Ooh! How do we resolve that?
Now, I always say tie goes to the runner. I don't know who's the runner is the thing. I'm gonna say in my fantasy universe, you guys win on a tie, because that sounds fun. And if we need to change it later, we'll change it later. So I'll say she's very stressed out. I will say she's very stressed. Her spear is broken. Her family is in danger and is probably looking for a way out. So I think she'll go along with that. So she looks at you, sort of pushes her hair out of her face and nods, and then kind of frantically looks around. Is like, where should we go?
I am going to help the kids out. I need you to carry him. Can you do that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you carry him. I will make sure the kids are with me. You follow me.
Got it.
Right.
And she drops her sort of broken spear. She's got this makeshift shield on her other arm, and sort of puts an arm sort of under his and hefts him up. Clearly the stronger of the two, and we'll follow where you lead. Where are you gonna go?
Cool. Where is the alley 2 ended, or is it just like the end of an alley where they were?
It's 2 ended, so it's open on the other side.
So we're gonna try to go away from the kobold fight, and I'm trying to lead them back out of town.
Okay. Yes, you can lead them. Essentially, what you would come to is sort of you get to the end of this alley, and you guys are still kind of on the outskirts of town. So you could make make a couple of other turns and make it to the river.
Okay,
Essentially,
cool.
is where you're gonna hit. So yeah, you take the kids, and she puts an arm under her husband's shoulders and starts leading him, following you out of town.
Ooh.
I love it. Marta.
Seeing these kobolds give so much sass to Leo and being just perturbed in general, Marta just scowls at the lead kobold that's still on their feet and says, "Well, you done it now. Now my big brother's gonna come and kick your butt." And she's gonna cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay. Y'all are making me look at.
It's an intelligence
These are
saving
not
throw.
spells, I know. This is
Intelligence
the
saving throw.
one where you craft the illusion.
Yes.
Yes.
And the illusion, if it works, is literally she's making an illusion of her big brother Marco, who's even taller than she is, kind of a ranger, kind of scary looking, honestly. Big scar across his eye, all decked out in his ranger garb, and he's staring down at this kobold like he's gonna fuck him up.
Okay, well they rolled a 7.
That does not succeed.
All right. This kobold, yeah, no, this one runs. Just sort of it's sort of on the outskirts, sort of takes one look at this illusion you've crafted of your big brother, and just doesn't even make a sound, just sort of turns tail and just bolts for the other alley, sort of running past Pod, sort of pushing past. You have an opportunity to attack if you want it, Pod.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want them telling other people that we're here.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack.
I assume I don't have any allies within 5 feet.
No.
Okay. Ooh, that was bad. That's only an 8.
That misses. So the kobold sort of pushes past you. You go to swing the dagger at it, but it sort of ducks out of the way at the last second and takes off into the darkness of the alley. Anything
Yeah, you
else?
better run!
Anything else, Marta?
No, that's it.
Okay. That would bring it to the kobold's turn. You all hear coming from a rooftop nearby a loud, sort of shrill whistle. Well, I say all of you. Gladness, you're not there. You don't. But the rest of you, you hear a loud, shrill whistle coming from the top of one of the buildings, and you look up and you see a figure standing there that's sort of lit by the nearby firelight. They are dressed in these long, like, black robes. They're sort of split at the front to give them some mobility. And their face is covered by this silver spiked mask, with sort of these spikes coming out in like 3 or 4 different directions, sort of curving back, almost like horns, sort of curving back kind of around their head. There is a sharp whistle, and you see the figure sort of give a really sharp wave. And the kobolds in front of you sort of grab the unconscious one. A couple of them throw him over their shoulder, and they all start to bolt for the alley. And they're going to use their turn to run. And as most of them disappear into the darkness, are you guys going to pursue? It would be Leo's turn next. Are you gonna pursue them, or you want to let them go?
I mean, Leo doesn't have a reason to pursue them, really, so... Unless someone else takes off after them, she's not gonna follow.
Okay. So, in that case, the kobolds take off, dragging their unconscious and injured friends with them, and they disappear into the shadows of the alley. You see the figure on the rooftop sort of very quickly turn, sort of cloak flying, and hop down off the other side of the building, sort of disappearing into the night. I think that's a good time for us to take our break. Yeah. Like I said, didn't take very long. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far as we foray back into Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to take a quick break and refresh our snacks and our drinks and ourselves. And we'll be back in just a brief few minutes. So stick around because there's a dragon on the loose to see what happens next. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. We are going to pick back up pretty much right where we left off. I want to pick up with Gladness, who has gone. You're not that far away, but you have gone down one of the alleys, sort of leading this family down and sort of out between the buildings. You're a little ways down from the bridge, sort of to the bank of the river.
Okay. And I'm just hanging out with them there.
What would you like to do?
I don't know if I got that far.
You're perfectly welcome to say, okay, bye. And leave them.
I'm actually going to turn to the mom, who I have, for ease of purposes, we're going to say charmed.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her I need to go back and check on the rest of my brigade. You stay here, and I will be back, and hopefully we'll be able to help you out with healing your
Husband.
Good. Okay, cool. I'll be back, okay?
All right. We'll wait here.
Perfect. And then he runs off to find everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, it's not very far. You sort of take off back down the alley, probably in time to see the last of the kobolds have ditched, and this suspicious shadowy figure has made his way off the roof and disappears. You see him leap off, and the rest of you, Gladness comes jogging back down the alleyway alone.
Are those people okay?
They're fine. The husband has something up with his leg. Does anybody know how to heal? Anything like that?
I know how to heal.
You do? Oh, that's right. Of course you do. Yeah, let's, can we go help him really fast? I think, he's not going to die or anything, but I told her that we'd help. And, I just really need to make sure that this family's okay. Can we just do that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. And so he grabs Leo and like starts dragging her back up.
I want to see what's going on.
Great, awesome. Let's all go. I don't care.
No, I mean, I'll go look at what's going on while you're dealing with the leg thing.
I'll go with you. I just want to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, you mean like the whatever, the dude over there? Sure, fine. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
See you in a second.
First session party split. First session party split.
Telepathically.
So the really tall one and the really short one walk into an alleyway.
Are you good at hiding?
I can try.
Try very hard.
Okay. And she goes invisible.
As Leo asks, should we meet up back here? Marta turns into an alley. Turns invisible and walks into an alley. Marta turns into an alley.
And then about 6 seconds later, she reappears. How was that?
That was good. Can you do it for longer?
No.
Okay, well then, if things go bad, just do that again.
I can't do it unless, like, we get a rest in. Like, I need to probably, like, carb up before I could do it again.
Well, you probably should have saved that for later then.
But you told me to try real hard.
Yeah, I did. Okay, it's gonna be fine. I'll go ahead, and if something, I'll tell you what I see in my head. Just
Okay.
Talk to me in my head instead of out loud.
Right. Okay. That's real cool, though. How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'll wait here.
Alright. Pod's gonna try sneaking ahead and then giving Marta signals about, like, coast is clear, like, if we're good, hold up.
All right. So we're going to split up. So Pod and Marta, yeah, we'll follow this route. I was trying to find music that wasn't so, like, just very dramatic all the time, but that's sort of how I live my life, so it's fine. I'll mess with it. Pod, you make your way ahead. I'm gonna have both of you roll stealth.
Okay. That landed on edge. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna expend a one of my psionic dice to use Psi bolstered knack. I can add a d6 to any ability check. I only expend the die if it succeeds. So if I end up failing, then I get the die back.
That's okay. Cool. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. Because that was a 3 plus 7 is 10.
Well, that's what Marta got, so okay. Yeah, you
Plus
re-roll
1.
or whatever.
Is 11.
Okay. So you do fail.
Take that die back then.
You just keep that. So Pod, you go a little bit ahead, and you are sort of signaling to Marta, or whispering very quietly, sort of letting her know what you see. And I think Pod, you are very interested in the activity of this dragon, probably. you try to pay attention to sort of what's in front of you, but every so often you see the sort of shocking blue light of the dragon's lightning breath appear sort of a ways ahead of you at the keep in the center of the city, or you see it sort of fly overhead, kind of circling, and it is very distracting to you, so much that as you are sort of making your way, sort of shuffling down one of the alleys, you have turned to look up at the dragon, and you turn back only to immediately smash directly into the side of another person. He tries not to shout, and sort of stumbles backwards, and you see, sort of looking around and looking down at you, a dwarven man, taller than you, probably like 4 feet tall, this long, like bright red beard that's all sort of like knotted and tangled. You don't know how you didn't see him or hear him, because every time he moves, there is a jingle at his side, as he has sort of this enormous ring of keys hanging from his belt, and he sort of looks up at the dragon as well, sort of hunkers down and just kind of looks at you, and then looks behind you a little ways, and I assume sees Marta sort of very suspiciously peeking around a building or trying to hide behind something, but she's over 7 feet tall. There's nothing for her to hide behind. And he sort of looks down at you and says, "What the fuck?"
That's what I was gonna say.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the castellan of the city. Who are you?
What's a castellan?
I'm in charge of being able to unlock all the doors. Who are you?
That seems like a weirdly specific job to have a name for.
It seemed like something I should simplify for you. Why are you skulking around in my alleys?
Like Keymaster would probably be better.
Are you with them?
Locksmith.
I'm not a locksmith. Are you with them?
With who?
He just kind of points up at the dragon.
Do I look like I'm with them?
He opens his mouth to say something, thinks better of it. Thinks for another second. You know, I'm going to go on faith and take that as a no.
No, I'm not with them.
What are you doing, sneaking around out here?
Well, I was trying to find out what was going on. I'm like telepathically back to Marta. It's cool.
Okay. Attempts to find another spot to slink up against a wall. It's not going very well.
Does your friend know I can see them?
Probably not.
That's fine. Well, if you're here to rob us, there's not much left to take. If you're here to do some killing, have at it, I guess.
Is Marta close enough to hear this conversation now?
Yeah.
Sir, we actually came into town and we saw that things were on fire, so we just came in to help. Do you need help?
Boy, do we. I don't know if you've seen the dragon.
I don't know if we can help with that, but maybe we can help get some folks to safety.
Now, at this point, most people are hiding, so it's either in their cellars or in the keep in the center of town. If you want to help, head there. That's where the governor is. It's where sort of our main force is holed up, so if you can get inside, all the better. We could use all the help we can get.
Okay.
Who's in charge of them?
Do you mean the dragon?
Yeah.
Well, I was assuming the dragon.
What's with the people in masks then?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out.
Is there a place where they're, like, attacking from?
No, unfortunately. We were hoping we could hold them off until they retreat, figure out where they're going, but they hit us from all sides. What they want, I don't know.
Alright.
Do you have like a lot of gold here?
No more so than any merchant city.
Do you know anything about the cult of the dragon?
No. I mean, there is a dragon flying over my city, and you've mentioned people in masks, so I can only assume it has something to do with that.
Probably. It seems like a pretty easy connection to make.
It does.
Do you know anything about the cult of the dragon?
Yeah. They,
Oh.
tried to recruit me.
Oh, wow.
Well, they tried to recruit my clan. They did recruit my clan, and they kicked me out.
I'm sorry, Pod. That's awful.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right, this is all very sad. I'm going to try to keep the rest
Excuse
of the
me for providing some backstory to my traveling companion.
You're inconveniencing me with your trauma.
Wow. Wow. That's uncalled for.
Listen,
What are you doing out here besides trying to get yourself killed?
making sure that our people are off the streets.
Does he have any like weapons or anything?
He does. He has a longsword strapped to his belt
You any good with
next
that
to
sword?
his ring of keys. Well, I like to think so.
Well, let's go get our other people then, and we'll help you.
Mhm.
There are more of you.
Yeah,
2 more.
couple.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Marta. Hi.
Hi,
Pod.
Marta. Pod. Just call me Red.
Nice to meet you, Red. I wish it were under different circumstances and not your town being set on fire by a dragon.
Yeah, so do I. All right. We'll gather the rest of your forces, regroup, gather any stragglers we see along the way, get back to the keep. Good? Good?
Yeah. Do you one other
Looks up.
question?
Looks down.
Do you know a
Sure.
Leosin Erlanthar?
Doesn't sound familiar, but I'm sure we could ask around.
Yeah, just looking for him.
Sure. Lots of people looking for each other right now. All right. Where are your folks?
Back that way.
They were helping some people get out of town and get safe.
Good. Well, we can do that the better. All right. And he sort of puts a hand on the hilt of his sword and will follow you back the way you came. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Gladness, no, this music is too sad. You have taken Leo back down the alleyway to the bank of the river, where the family that you heroically saved is waiting for you. They have sort of gone on the other side of one of the banks and kind of hunkered down behind sort of a large, just like boulders and rocks and stuff, sort of hunkered down behind them as you pull Leo along. Again, there is the woman with the broken spear that you encountered before, her husband and their 3 children. So you come upon them. They are where they said they would be, waiting for you.
Okay, I'm back. I have brought my friend Leo. Leo, this is this woman's husband. Congratulations, the 2 of you. Could you please help with
It's been about 10 years, but thank you.
Congratulations. Still exciting. Anyway,
Thank you.
Leo, can you take a look at his leg?
Yes.
Cool. Also, and he whispers this to her, they think that I'm part of the rescue brigade. Just go with it.
So I don't know how this will feel because I haven't had it used on me before. But we'll see.
They look a little concerned.
And I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Let's see. So it's 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. And that is... Definitely know what that is. +2. Okay. That's 4.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So healing magic. The way that I usually flavor healing magic is essentially a magical speeding up of the healing process. So them low-level spells, they hurt. The higher you get, the better magic you get. I think you are probably able to negate some and or all of that pain with your higher level stuff. This isn't a bad wound, so you're not gonna like knock the man unconscious or anything. But I think as you sort of peeled back the breeches that he's wearing, there's sort of a large gash in them, and so the fabric is all kind of loose. It looks like essentially he took sort of a big like knife slash to his thigh. Very dangerous if left unchecked, but you catch it. So you cast the spell, the magic sort of falling over it, and he winces as it starts to kind of knit back together, and the pieces or start to fall into place. It's probably going to scar, but it is no longer a threat to his well-being, his life. So he winces but sort of looks up at you and kind of a smile through the pain and the soreness that's probably going to be there. Nods and says, "Thank you."
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we need to go back and do rescue brigade things, because that's definitely what we are. So yeah, feel better, find someplace safe to like hunker down until this is all over.
I think the woman sort of looks between the two of you as you start to run off into the night, like Batman and Robin, and is sort of looks like, wait, oh, we don't even know your names. But you saved our entire family.
Oh, I'm Leo, and this is Gladness.
Yeah.
Thank you, truly.
Don't mention it. Really, don't.
I've never heard of a rescue. Are you from a neighboring town?
No, we're from really far away. Anyway, we have to go. We have to go find the rest of our squad. Okay, get somewhere safe. Don't follow us. Bye. Have a good night.
And leaving this family, whose names you will never know, in the dust by the river. Gladness, I assume you grab Leo again and head off back down the alley to try to find the rest of your party, who you encounter very soon because they are also looking for you. So Starwipe, you all Scooby-Doo run into each other at a crossroads, and there is a new friend with your friends, short, about 4 foot tall, red-haired dwarven man with a big sword and a lot of keys.
Oh, hey. This
Here
is
they
Red.
are.
He's the key master of this town.
I'm the Castellan.
Yeah, what I said.
Oh, is he gonna help us?
I think we're gonna help him.
Oh, I mean,
course we
either
are.
way.
He said that everyone in town should be back at the keep, castle, fort, something like that.
The keep,
So we should-
yes.
So we should go there.
Okay. And the dragon gonna be there? Do we know anything about what's going on with that, or the the masked people, or nothing?
Well, the dragon's
Oh.
right there. As it's
Yes,
flying
that's,
around our shirt.
Yeah.
That
okay,
is
good
what
point.
we're trying to find out.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Fine.
Lead the way, Red.
Right. Got a way in and out, so I'm trusting you. Mouths shut, I guess. He starts to make his way through one of the alleys. You follow? Okay.
Sneakily.
Yeah, you're all super sneaky. Everybody go ahead and roll stealth.
So, straight roll.
Ooh.
Holy shit, all my good rolls have gone away.
Oh no.
Marta rolled a 19. So that's a 19.
Rolled
24.
a 7.
Or I'm sorry, 22. I can't do math. 22.
I'm using my knack again to bring myself to a 15.
Okay. Combined, I think that's enough to carry the 7. So yeah, you sneak your way through, following Red through a few alleyways. He knows this town like the back of his hand and is going to use that to his advantage. So you sort of hurry, keeping up behind him, sort of darting in and out of alleys, and keeping to the shadows. A couple of lightning blasts from the dragon coming pretty close to you at a couple points, but you managed to hide and not be seen. He eventually brings you to what is essentially a short tunnel, with sort of a rounded entrance, and sort of pulls a grate off of the front, sets it to the side, and kind of motions for all of you to enter. It's about 5 by 5. Pod, you're golden.
Walk right in. This is homey.
Yes, Marta is crawling.
A couple of you are gonna have to duck for sure. And Marta sort of crawls her way through. He puts the grate back on. Behind you, sets a large sort of padlock onto it and locks it with one of his keys. And then sort of squeezes past all of you and motions for you to follow. You make your way down the old tunnel. It is dark in here. Marta, you're essentially for a little bit kind of relying on the walls of the tunnel to make sure you're not making any turns or anything, but it's straightforward. You make your way through and then eventually up and out a grate in the floor of an interior room of this keep. Red crawls out, sort of lifting himself out, and then pulls the rest of you up. Marta, you can probably just stand up and step out of it. He replaces that grate again, sort of locking it with a padlock and a key, and sort of looks around at all of you, kind of dusts himself off and says, "So, here we are, relative safety for the time being. I suppose you're going to want to speak to the governor."
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. And he starts to wander off. He leads you down a couple of hallways and up into one of the keep's towers, where you find a few of what look like town guard. They're all sort of uniformed, swords at their side, shields on their back, with the same sort of crest on their tabards. And one of them is sort of kneeling down next to an older human man who is sitting, leaning up back against the wall of the tower. You can tell he's got sort of like he's got tanned skin, a little bit wrinkled, a salt and pepper sort of hair, pushed back on one side. The right side of his face and head are sort of bandaged up, so you can only see one side. His right arm is in a sling, and his tunic is sort of bloodstained and sort of covered in burn marks and blood and all sorts of things. But he sort of sits forward and goes to stand up, sort of bracing against the guard that's been helping him bandage his face. Steps forward, sort of greets Red with a handshake, and looks over the rest of you. Red looks at him and says, "I brought help. Hopefully. Strangers, this is Governor Nighthill. Tarbor, these are some strangers I found skulking around your alleys who say they want to help. So, hopefully they're not here to kill all of us." The governor starts to chuckle a little bit, sort of steps forward, and just looks over all of you and says, "Well, if you're a mercenary company, you're the strangest company I've ever seen, so I'm going to rule that one out. Tarbor Nighthill. I'm in charge around here."
Oh, Marta.
Hi, I'm Leo, and this is Gladness. And that's Pod.
Greetings. What brings you to Greenest?
Well, we were just kind of Yeah, we were heading in this direction. We were told to be careful because of dragons, and we were, well, kind of.
You were right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually don't get them much around these parts, but, well, here we are.
This is the first time that this happened?
Oh, first time I'd say in about 300 years, so. So, Red says you're here to help.
If we can, yeah.
Have they made any requests or demands?
No. You would think. At this point, it would have heard something. But, no, they seem mostly the, loot everything and scorch the earth type. I don't abide by that, so the plan right now is to deal with what we're dealing with, put out the fires as we can, maybe take a hostage or two, and figure out where they're coming from.
I think we can help with that.
Yeah. Need to find out who's in charge. And then kill him.
Aside from the dragon?
Yeah.
Maybe that one in the mask we saw?
Strong.
Yeah, I saw a masked person. That'd probably be a good start for the killing part.
Or
I'd
the
like-
talking to part?
I'd like to revisit the killing thing. Not that I'm not here for it. It just tends to be messy, and I don't like blood.
Well, there won't be any blood.
Oh, then that's fine.
But we can talk to them, maybe try to get them to back down, get them to turn themselves in, and then kill them.
Or we could get them to turn themselves in. We collect some, I don't know, money for reward, and then we let them rot, and they die of old age, knowing that they will never get to do what they thought they were going to. Then they die. We don't have to kill them. They just die. A lot less effort.
Yeah.
I guess whatever works for you, Governor. We're kind of open either way.
Well, I think I'm just gonna speak for the room and say, just to be clear, I will pay you
Oh yes, of
for
course.
any
We would-
work that you put in, and I think maybe it's good that I get that out there up front, because he sort of like points to Gladness. I think it might just be good for everyone in this keep if you were on our side.
Me? I'm the scary one? Okay.
Well, it's not gonna be me.
So,
Just-
if it's prisoner taken that you're in the business of, I had some scouts out on the rooftops, that kind of thing, earlier, and I think I might have a place for you to start if you're interested.
Sounds
Sure.
good to me.
Follow me. And he sort of takes his weight off of the guard that had been sort of supporting him, and makes his way up a short flight of stairs sort of to the top of this tower, encouraging the rest of you to follow. And for the first time, you get kind of a look out over most of the town. You can see fires that have sprouted up in places, some where they have been put out. The dragon, as it's sort of making its loops around the town, is sort of very slowly over time, kind of getting farther and farther away from the keep. And you can see sort of few groups and like skirmishes that have made their way into the town that are happening over several different places. But he specifically points out one of the windows to one side of the town on the outskirts of town, sort of the opposite way from where you came in. There's a large windmill on that side. A couple of silos that are out there, and you can see, those of you that with dark vision can sort of see a couple of groups of people, you can assume, moving around the outside of the mill. It's about 500 feet from where you are now. It's not a large town, so it's pretty close by. But he sort of points out and says, now I had a couple of scouts out there, and the real problem that we're gonna run into is that they got folks around the mill. Now they can break in, they can, take our gold, they can steal our horses and all that stuff, but that mill is how we feed everybody, and it's how we sort of survive here. If they take it and if they burn it like they burned everything else, we're gonna lose our flour stockpile, and we won't be able to grind anymore for the months it takes to put it back together. And you all were talking about the folks in the masks, and we've seen a couple of them out that way. So if you're looking for something to do, that's probably your best bet.
All right. Well,
You said you want to know what they want, right?
Oh, I want to know everything. I want to know who they are. I want to know what they want. I want to know where they're coming from. I want to know who's paying them. I want to know their damn childhood town where they grew up at this point.
I think we can do that.
Well, I could make myself look like one of them, and I could ask.
So can I. Hey,
You can do that too?
I sure can.
Did Bass teach you too?
No.
Oh.
We'll have to talk about your friend later. But right now, I think we can probably send at least two of us in to infiltrate, ask some questions, get out unscathed.
All right. I'll leave y'all to it. Then I got some folks to tend to, and I think any kind of touches his face, some bandages to change at this point. So I'll be here. You met Red on the way in. He's your best bet for getting in and out of places. So talk to him if you need help. And best of luck. You're sort of the first outside help we've got, and probably the only ones that are coming. So praise Torm that you don't die.
Yeah.
Nods.
Yeah.
Yep, I hope for that
Okay.
too.
Turns and
We'll make
makes
sure
his
to
way.
tell Torm that we don't die. Yeah.
You do that, little buddy. And he turns and makes his way out of the room and back down the stairs, leaving you alone in the tower.
He was very nice.
Yeah. I liked him a lot better when he said he would pay us.
Did he say how much?
He did not, but we're going to worry about that later.
I'm not too worried about it. But okay. So Glad and I are gonna make ourselves look like the people in the masks, and I guess figure out what's going on.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Okay, this is Sam asking a question real fast. Did we know for sure that it was the masked people down there, or is that did I hear that?
You can't see from this point. He mentioned them, so it's fair to assume that there's probably a couple of them down there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. If
Then
you
I'm
get a
not-
little closer, you could do some recon, that kind of thing, if you wanted to.
Yeah, we could do a sneak up. Cool. Awesome. Not Sam anymore. Okay.
Ed, do you want to do the talking?
Yes, I will do the talking.
Okay, I can help.
I
I've got
will-
a spell that might help.
Do you now?
Huh?
That's interesting. I like
Best
that.
taught
All
me.
right. I don't know who that is, but that's okay.
They're my best
Glad
friend.
that's helpful. It's okay. Cool. So, yes, spells for talking. Good. I'm going to cast a spell to make myself look like a cloaked person, but first, we should probably sneak up and see what the situation is before we go barreling in there.
Okay.
I can do that.
Awesome. Yes, let's actually send Todd. Would you mind going to do that before we went? Perfect.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Leo,
I should probably start on that spell because it's going to take a little bit. So stay right there.
Yes,
She starts casting a spell because it's going to take 10 minutes.
Leo.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Oh, did you not want me to go with Pod or with you?
Can you change your appearance to be anything other than animals?
No.
Okay.
Animal sounds like a good idea, though.
You turn into animals?
Oh, sometimes.
Wow, that's awesome. I can talk to animals, but I can't be an animal.
I can talk to animals also sometimes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's so crazy that we both can do that.
Oh,
We
I
should talk
love
to
getting
animals
to
together
know one
sometime.
another. This is wonderful, but let's do this later.
Oh, sorry. Keeps doing her spell.
If you want to sneak over with me, can you turn to like a rat? There's a lot of those at the mills.
Well,
How about like a mouse?
Rats are like better mice.
Well, but mice are so small and cute. I mean, rats are cute too, but it depends on the rat.
Either one works.
You can choose, right? What you
how
turn
about
into.
a bunny?
Couldn't you turn into a cute rat?
Well, yeah, but I want to be a cute mouse.
Okay, that mouse works.
Dealer's
Okay.
choice.
Okay,
Should
perfect.
still be able to talk to each other while you're a mouse.
I mean, you have the telepathy thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nope.
Yeah, head talking.
Head
Head
talking.
talking.
Well, should I do that now?
No. Let's wait until Marta's done casting her spell, and then we can go over there and you can change into a mouse just out of line of sight.
Okay.
This sounds like a coherent plan. Who are we?
We're the rescue brigade. You said that's what we were.
The rescue brigade? That sounds so
I did say
official. I
that.
like it.
I did say that.
We're the
That
rescue
is something
brigade.
that I said. Oh boy.
Rescue brigade.
Why do I do this to myself? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're the rescue brigade.
If we're having to wait 10
Okay.
minutes, is there anything interesting lying around?
Do you want to look?
Yes.
Go ahead and let me roll investigation,
Okay.
and I'll look and see if there's anything in this building.
spells are getting slightly better. 11. This doesn't feel worth using my dice on.
You search around I assume you guys haven't left the tower that you're in. You're staying up here. 11. You search around the tower that you are in, and after digging through some of the there's like a pile of like it's like folded up. It looks like rags at first, but it's sort of like some clothing that has been like folded up that was like put there to sort of make something remotely comfortable that the governor could sit on while they were bandaging all his wounds. You dig through it and you find 5 gold pieces that fell out of his pocket.
Pockets those.
Always check the couch cushions.
Pod has now learned this lesson. Pod will now be checking every couch cushion. People leave gold in clothes, apparently.
It fell out of his pocket while he was sitting on them.
Okay.
Is the implication. Okay. So Marta, the order of operations calls for you to go first. So what spell are you casting?
She is casting. It's called Guest of Honor. You whisper words of encouragement, and a creature that you touch gains confidence along with approval from strangers. For the spell's duration, the target puts its best foot forward, and strangers associate the creature with positive feelings. They can add a d4 to all charisma checks made to influence the attitudes of others.
Okay. Who do you touch?
Gladness.
Oh no, my charisma's gonna be way too high.
Good. Okay, so Marta, you finish your spell, and sort of at the end, sort of just like kind of like nicely lay a hand on Gladness's shoulder.
Yeah.
Gladness, you feel this this sort of warmth sort of pulse through you very briefly, and your confidence is bolstered even higher than it was before somehow.
She just touches her shoulder and says, "You're brave, you're smart, and gosh darn it, people like you."
Aw, I know.
So this doesn't last for super
10
long.
minutes. 10 minutes, yeah. We gotta go.
So you got
Cool, we
10
gotta go.
minutes.
Cool. All right. Well, let's head out.
Oh, all right. Remembers the person up on the roof with the mask and the blah, and Marta will disguise self to look like them. And because this is a special disguisey self, she can make herself shorter too. So she's not like a 7.5 foot tall cloaked figure. She's like an actually like 5-ish foot
Like
tall.
average height. Average
height.
human height.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marta encourages Gladness, whether or not he needed it, and then turns herself into a black-robed, silver, spiky masked figure, and says that you don't have that long until the spell runs out, so it's time to go.
We should go.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm also. Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm also just going to cast Disguise Self, and I am now, however, going to flavor this because I was far away and didn't see the masked guy as well. So I'm going to be just in a black robe, and my spikes are going to be a little less like descript. Like they're just kind of like a couple silver like spikes that are just kind of like ringing right here.
Okay. Sounds good. So the two of you disguise yourself, and you all head down out of the tower. Governor Nighthill has sort of communicated to Red already what the plan is, since he was there for the outlining of it. So Red is there ready to sort of let you back out of the old tunnel that you came through. You can make your way down and around the keep and towards the mill. Like I said, the mill is only like 500 feet away from the keep, maybe. Like, it's not that far. So you all sort of make your way, sort of cutting through alleys and kind of trying to keep to the shadows and everything. You make your way over there until you are nearby, and Pod and Leo, you're wanting to do some recon before everybody goes in? Okay. So Leo's gonna wild shape.
Yep.
Yes.
To a cute little mouse.
All right. So what does that look like? Is it just like, is it a magical poof? Is it a like underworld lichen, like I gotta watch every part of your body shrink down into a mouse? Is it, I gotta know.
Animorph.
I was picturing kind of like how it works in Harry Potter when they like, when they go metamorph magus or whatever, animagus. Yeah, when they shrink down and stuff. Yeah.
An animorph.
Anyway, yeah, so like she does like shrink down and her clothes shrink down with her. And turns into fur, and she becomes a cute little red mouse.
Okay. Got a cute little red mouse friend.
Climbs on the Pod's shoulder.
All right. So Pod, you put your hood up, and Leo, as a little mouse, climbs up onto your shoulder, and you make your way forward to do some reconnaissance. Let's go ahead and do that real quick so you know what you're walking into next time. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Do I need to roll stealth too?
You're very small. I don't think so. Unless you're just like actively, are you gonna stick with Pod, or are you going to...
Yeah, I think I'll just stay on Pod's shoulder.
Okay. Then no, I don't think so. Pod?
Gladness and Marta need to.
You guys are staying far enough away that I think it's fine for now.
Alright. I'm using another one of my dice because I rolled a 6.
Okay.
But with my die, I'm able to bring it up to a 19.
19. Okay. I should actually roll for the folk. Click the button. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, I've done so poorly. Okay. So poorly. So incredibly poorly. Okay, so this is why I don't run D&D. I can't roll above like a 7. Okay, so Pod and Leo perched upon your shoulder. The two of you make your way around a couple of other buildings, hiding behind sort of piles of debris and the sides of other homes and things like that. And you see, you sort of come to the edge of town, and there is a little bit of a span of like field in front of you, maybe 1,500 feet, and then the mill on the other side. And you see several things. Essentially what you've got is a windmill here, and a couple of silos sort of placed behind it nearby. Most of the activity is happening around the mill itself. In front, go ahead and roll actually. Let's see what you can see back there. Just go ahead, both of you, and roll perception.
That's a dirty 20.
That is a 22.
I thought you were about to say a 30 something,
No.
and I got stressed. So those are both 20 and above, so great. So yeah, you can see from here. So you see essentially around the front of the mill. It looks like the doors into it have been sort of busted open. Like one of them is just gone. There's wood and debris and everything. One is kind of hanging loose. And you see several. Get this up here. Make sure I've got the right thing. Yeah. So at the front of the mill, you see again one of these cloaked figures with the silvery sort of spiked on the side mask. You see several kobolds, and you also see one larger creature. It looks like a real big lizard. It is very long, probably 6 or 7 feet long, 4 legs, big snout, sharp pointy teeth, big spiked tail, mostly sort of hanging out, looking like they are guarding the front of the mill. You can also see there are a couple of windows. You can see a little bit of motion, like movement inside. It's hard to parse what's going on, but you can tell that there are at least some folks inside. But you can also see, both of you, every once in a while, some movement kind of around the back and side of the mill, and you focus in on that a little bit. And you see a couple of times a couple of kobolds accompanied by a couple of humans, and then one again that is in these robes and this mask, looking like it's telling the others what to do. Moving along and sort of going out into the fields and coming back with armfuls of like hay and like twigs and sort of small branches and things, and piling them against the back of the mill.
Just telepathically goes, that doesn't look good.
No. That looks like what I would do if I was going to be setting the place on fire.
Which we definitely don't want, right?
Probably not.
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess it depends on who's inside of there.
I mean, they still need the mill for food, so even if it's full of kobolds.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Telepathically to the others, I think they're gonna set the mill on fire.
Well, we gotta stop them. That's what the governor said, right?
There's a big ol' lizard. Not dragon big. Like big dog big.
It's more like crocodile big.
Like crocodile big.
Just don't want anybody to get the wrong impression.
I mean, a crocodile's like a big dog.
Really big flat dog.
Yeah.
Is there anybody there that it looks like we could talk to or reason with, or?
Did we see any masked people there? I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's one sort of in the front with the people that it looks like are guarding the front of the mill. And then there's one in the back, it looks like sort of directing whatever is going on back there.
Yeah, there are some masked assholes here too.
Okay. So we don't have to scrap our plan completely. Good.
Who's in charge? The masked people or the kobolds or both? Or is it the big lizard? Do we need to talk to the big lizard?
I'm not talking to the big lizard.
I'd put
I
my
can talk to the
bets
big
on
lizard.
either the lizard or the people in masks. Like 50-50.
Okay. So if it's a big lizard, I can talk to him. But if it's any of the people, then Glad can talk to him.
I can try talking to the big lizard. I just not familiar with that.
I can do it. It's okay. But let's talk to the people in the mask first.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, we'll stay on standby.
And Pod with Leo on your shoulder as a mouse, you sort of hunker down into the shadows to watch as Gladness and Marta get ready to approach whatever is happening around the mill. And we've reached our time, so I think that is where we're going to call it for tonight. Wow, we did it!
Yay.
We played Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us during this opening episode of The Forgotten, where we're playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. Thank you to my lovely players for getting through the opening of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, which is never easy. And you all handled it with vim and vigor, and with a flair that I have only come to expect from you guys. So thanks. Yeah, this is Dungeons and Dragons, so it's weird for me to not have any end of session things to ask you, and I'm kind of panicking.
If I remember right from D&D, we like level up a couple of times at the end of the session, right?
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Like at
Should
least
we have been
twice.
leveling up during?
No.
Yeah, we're like
Am I
level 8 now,
20
right?
yet? Okay.
We're doing milestones is the thing, because I can barely be bothered to keep track of hit points for things. I'm not tracking XP. We're doing milestones. I have a list. Don't worry, you'll level up soon. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us for this. I'm very excited to be doing it, to be in the loosest driver's seat probably ever. Wow, I really don't know how to end things when there aren't end of session questions. It's like I'm skipping a whole part of my personality.
You can still ask us the questions if you want.
At this,
Sure.
Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did. Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Dragon cult.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? The one of the rescue brigade.
Adventures. Yeah.
Pod was invited to join a dragon cult.
Yeah, and they kicked
was
him
new.
out. It was so sad. Leo can talk to animals.
You're not going to get anything from them, but I am going to ask you those 4 questions at the end of every session, because otherwise I don't know how to function. That was great. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, because I had a lot of fun. These fools fell into these characters like it was nothing. Like it was like putting on Pod's old socks. for them. But that was great. So yeah, we will return 1 week from today on Monday, the 18th at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time to continue. And now that we're into the adventure, and I can not, I've stopped relying on the book already, and I've already started making things up. So that's very good. Now I'm in my comfort zone, and we've got some characters to play with, and a party dynamic to explore, and some very fun stuff that I think we're gonna get into. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away for the week? No. Three of you look very confident, and Val looks shocked.
Just our
that I
normal
was asking.
schedule. I was like, I could plug things, but it's just our normal schedule. Look at our
Just regular
schedule,
schedule.
our faces.
Yeah.
It is just a normal schedule. Oh, I need to make a chat. Well, I could just do the Neon Souls one. Because it's the same people. I'm not gonna make one. I'm just gonna do the Neon Souls command for this one. So you've got all of the GGK stuff in the chat. You've got all of these fine folks. Their handles are below their faces. They're also in chat right now, so you can follow all of us as well as Good Game Nights, and see what we're gonna be doing moving forward. We will be back in 1 week for more Hoard of the Dragon Queen with the Forgotten. But until next week, good game and good night, Internet.